guys, what's up? So it's your girl K Money Art 7, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make my flower flip clips is what I'm calling them, but they're basically just claw clips with cute little flowers. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the clips I've made. I've made already so far 6 clips, but today I'm going to be showing you the orchid one as well as the red one and the other white one. So these are the materials I used. I had everything from Dollar Tree. It literally was like, y'all, like some of the stuff I already had, like the glue guns, but the flowers and everything were only $1 at Dollar Tree, and then like the glitter I got for $5 at Five Below. Like everything was such a good price. It really wasn't that hard. This really is something you can do at home and it not be so much money. So I wanted to start off by filing off the clips. These clips were also from Dollar Tree. So the material you want to go ahead and file, you want to treat it like a nail and you want to buff it so that way there is no shiny pieces left. That is your main goal and main priority. It just will help make everything stick better with the glue gun. So, and that again, I got from Dollar Tree. I got the glue sticks from Dollar Tree. The glue gun I got from Michael's. But yeah, so you just want to make sure you file it where you're going to be placing the flowers and stuff. So I really mainly focused on sawing down the middle part, but I definitely would get the outside if you're going to add flowers on the outside. And you want to make sure there's no shiny. You're treating it just like a nail or a wall, whatever. You know, you want to get like that bare, nothing up there, like blank canvas before you put anything up there that's going to also stick, because this material is very slippery. So if you just do it by itself, I can promise you it won't stick. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of how I debud the flowers. They come like kind of on these stems. So you just want to take apart the flowers. So if you look here, my camera fell a little bit. But if you look here, you know, I'm just taking apart the flower, removing the bud bottom, and just kind of taking it apart just so it's easier to stick on, because if you can look at the flower bud, it's more like a pretty like fabric. So it's going to stick compared to that plastic that's in between that clear one I pointed to and the green stem that's in the middle. So you just want to like pull it out. I know with me, like I'm struggling. So if you are doing this with like maybe a kid or anything, I probably would say like maybe just do it for them. Because sometimes you never know. Like sometimes you do get a little cut from plastic, but yes, so I'm just taking it, separating it, disposing of the other parts. If you're trying to recycle, I totally would suggest for like another craft project or a fish tank or something like that. That's like kind of like a little bit of a design or on a canvas. But yeah, just kind of showing you guys again, like I just kind of pop it out and then, you know, use the part that I actually need for the flower clip. Y'all see me struggling. Crazy. But yeah, so that's kind of how it's gonna look. Again, this flower I got from Dollar Tree was like, reminds me of a hibiscus. It did not have the, it's from Dollar Tree, y'all, so I don't think it has the name up there. You can totally double check, but it reminds me of like the hibiscus flowers, but maybe not with the middle part. So maybe hydrangea. I'm not really a flower person. I know you're like, girl, like why are you doing flowers? You know anymore? No, I love flowers, but like I don't know all their names. That's kind of more what I was getting at. But I just know they look cute though. Here I'm adding a little bit of glue and I'm actually gluing together back the flower just because it's easier. I feel like it's better. It's going to look better as well as it's going to hold better versus you just kind of gluing each piece. You know what I mean? Because it's not like the smaller flower bud. This is a big one, so it's going to take up a lot of the clip space. So that's why I suggest just kind of re-gluing it back together. I wouldn't worry about the holes in the middle because we're going to kind of fix that or do some little adjusting to it. But yeah, so I kind of just made like the cute little flower bud again. It's not as prominent, but the way you're placing it in the clip will make it prominent, if that makes sense, because the buds kind of just come together. And y'all saw the first clips. Y'all saw you saw my girls and you saw how the clips look in the head. Like it's going to come out popping. So just give it a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Just remember that like you got to trust the process. But yeah, so I'm just simply putting in the glue here and putting in that last petal, like that last layer of petals. And I really just redid it the way it kind of comes. I kind of made like, did it a little bit more like there's a petal here. I'll put the next layer on like a different way. So it kind of looks very full and voluminous of a flower. You know what I mean? So yeah, see how pretty it looks? Ah, so gorgeous. Like, oh, I thought that was the last one. Okay, one more, I think. Yeah, one more. I think this one total had like 4 or 5 or whatever. But you'll see that with each flower, like they really come different. So that's why I did more than just one flower, because I wanted you guys to know this is very versatile. It's really like, doesn't matter. Pick up what you want. Little fun craft project and, you know, make it work. So you'll see I'm using scissors. You don't have to use scissors. I just use the scissors to like hold them because the glue can get messy, but you can totally use your finger. If you're working with kids, I would tell them totally not to use their finger. Yeah. But you can kind of see I'm trying to shake it, showing you guys it's a lot more secure if I do it this way than if I just glue it through. But yeah, and I did it to all three. This bouquet came with three. Each one from Dollar Tree varies, so I wouldn't be too worried about it if you're like, oh, like it only doesn't have enough blooms. Like I promise you, you'll probably have leftover. This case, I didn't have a leftover, so. But yeah, so now you'll see me. I'm going ahead and I want to save this one. I'm just kind of gluing a little bit more to secure it down. Oh, that must have been the last one. So this one's the last one that I'm putting up there. So yeah. That's so cute. But yeah, it's so pretty. It comes out so voluminous and so full. I didn't get quiet on y'all for a minute. Like, Doodle's also snacking. So, but yeah, super cute, super fun. And I just guess I wanted to show you guys a difference. So if you look over there, you know what I mean? It's a lot more flatter, a lot better to work with. On the other side, you see the plastic and how it was big and bulky and it's going to be in the way. So I just want to show you guys that like you are going to want to take it off or take it apart. So you see that after I've finished filing that now I'm going ahead with my glue gun and going and starting by placing the petals. So I didn't really show you guys on this flower how I took apart the petals, but again, you want to do the same process that you did with the flower with the petals and make sure there's no hard plastic because it's not going to stick, y'all. Like, I mean, I definitely say after doing the craft, if you have Gorilla Glue or fabric glue, those are also two glues that I think would work in this situation, especially when you get to stacking. I think the fabric glue would be really great for the petals and stuff, but and then the Gorilla Glue would be great for sticking it to the actual clip if you feel like that's a little bit more secure. But again, this is just a cute little fun DIY. Like, y'all, like, you'll probably wear it, what, to the beach maybe 6, 7 times, 8, maybe, I don't know, maybe all summer. And then, you know, you're going to probably put it up for the summer, or unless you're like me and you're going to rock it with a certain outfit a certain day. So that's why I'm just using a glue gun. I'm filing a little bit more because I saw that it wasn't sticking as well. So I said, let me go ahead and file it down. Okay. We can't have no types of like slippery because I promise y'all it is not going to stick. You're going to be out here crying. Okay. Crying. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through and I'm not going to lie to y'all. I probably could speed run this one. I might speed run it. We'll see. But yeah. So let me just do that. Sorry, y'all. My man was calling me. Okay. So you'll see that I'm kind of just going through and doing this and just placing it. You'll see that I'm going with each petal and just placing it slowly. And then just, you know, boom. Just like that. Quick. Like clockwork. And then I just push it down. And I wouldn't worry too much about the little tiny glue strings, because I mean you can pick them apart if you're like super, you know, nitpicky and you're like, I don't want to see not one. I would definitely say try taking them apart as you're going along, but for me, like, I just take them off at the end. So either way works. There's no right way. There's no right or wrong way. You know what I mean? Just do what suits you best. With hot glue, I mean, you probably already know, but in case you don't, just know with hot glue, you want to do it immediately or as soon as it's like warm and stuff. Like you don't want to like wait, not even a second or two. Like you literally want to do it as soon as you plop the glue down. Like as soon as you plop the glue, you really want to be ready with the next part and you want to push it down. I'm trying to kind of show you guys here. Pop it right down. Even that's kind of long. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's probably why let me see if it might not stick. Is it gonna stick? And then hold it. I also say hold it. My mom kind of told me to just like hold it for a couple seconds. It don't take too long. Let's see if it sticks. No, it sticks. So yeah, but I mean, I guess you have a little bit of time. But for the best stick coverage, I would suggest doing it like immediately. Okay, immediately, y'all. Super, super quick, super, super fast. Yeah, I would not waste no time. Okay, no time at all. And yeah, so you'll just see me kind of going throughout the whole clip and doing this. I guess I have like this time where you might have possibly gotten it by now. You guys should totally like, follow, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing so many more crafts in this, especially now that I have a little bit more time since it's about to be summer. So definitely come back. I'm going to be doing multiple things like this as well as finishing out my streaming for my gaming as well. So yeah, that's something I just thought I'd throw in there, y'all. You see me pulling apart the strings, and now like I can't stand them strings. But yeah, so you'll see here that I'm just kind of gluing down and securing the petals. Like I kind of started off with like one petal that I would glue down specifically, and then I kind of just went through like a rotation and then tried to hit each main point of the petal, which is like has the hole in it for this flower. And then I kind of like just worked down to secure the other parts too. But yeah, but I kind of just go through. You see, I'm picking out the strings because you know the strings just be everywhere. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, they just be everywhere. So here I'm just trying to show you guys that it's still functional because like that was my whole fear with doing this, like, you know, because it's kind of like a hit or miss. I was scared that it was like not gonna that it was just gonna fall off as soon as I try to open up the clip. But you know, you want the clip to be functional, okay? Like it's summer, you're hot, you want to be able to look cute while also having your hair out your face. I just thought like this is perfect for that. Like, and it's DEY, which people love, especially in rough times or whatever case may be, or for fun, or for a girls' night, or for, I don't know, girl and guy night, whatever the case may be. Like, I feel like it's just a perfect occasion for that. Here you'll see an awkward pause. Honestly, y'all, I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, okay. So I'm grabbing, I guess, the rest of the petals to put on there. I guess I had one more. I think it looks like I put a total of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was like a total of 6 or 7, 6. You do not have to use every single one. I definitely would say customize it to your liking. Like for me, I wanted a really good base. I definitely say with this type of clip, you still want enough to cover the base, just so like the shine doesn't really mess with the flower and stuff, and so you have a really good way of it staying and sticking, especially when opening and closing the clip. That's really it. So yeah, I'm just kind of securing it more. You'll see this is what I kind of mean. I was like, I need to secure the petals. I don't want it to be too floppy. So you'll see I'm kind of going in extra secure in that area, putting the glue, just holding it down. Yes. Y'all, these are my nails, by the way. This is the first time I've done stiletto, and I honestly love it. I stabbed myself in the lip, so probably gonna end up going back to square and coffin. But I'm not gonna lie to you, like if I literally didn't have like anything to do, like no job, no nothing, I'm gonna stick with stilettos. Here you can see that I saw, like, you know what I mean, it looks like a gap there, so I just put some glue to like kind of make it not look, you know, too obvious for the people that know, you know what I mean. You don't want too many people to see that you made it at home, you know. You want to look a little fancy, so I just kind of glued it down. So, but yeah, I just thought it was super cool. You'll see, yeah, I got like a cool marble effect. I actually really, really love them. Oh, I love them. Totally recommend stilettos. Here I'm trying to just showing you that it's not like falling apart. Here you can see, like I said, y'all, I don't even know how many petals this one had, but it had a lot of them. But I think that worked out in the end because this one, I don't want to say was my favorite, but it just really like, I don't know. I'll show you guys. Like, well, you guys kind of seen the pictures at the beginning as well as how it comes out, but I don't know. It was really cute. Like I really liked the red one. I really felt like it popped. And the coworker I gave it to, it looks so good against her skin tone and her hair. She's like got blonde in right now, and it just looked good on her. And I thought like it's gonna look good on anybody, but it just looked really good. And I thought it just like accentuated her beauty and stuff. I feel like these flowers give a little bit more of like I'm in my, you know, my woman energy kind of thing, or feminine energy. I'm not the word feminine. I would say woman energy, where it's like, you know, you're in that like that field of energy. I don't know if it's yin or yang, but you know what I mean? Like you're in that like that kind of spacing. And yeah, I just felt like it made you feel more like Mother Nature. I guess that's a better way of putting it. Makes you feel a little bit more like Mother Nature. Like you're really like, you know what I mean? Life is growing out of you and stuff. I feel like it's really beautiful. So here you'll see I'm finally adding the flower. So you'll see I drew kind of a line and I just went straight in and plopped it, okay? Plopped it, okay? I just straight up put it in there and plopped it right in there. Now, we're not just going to leave it like that. I kind of just did it as the first part, you know what I mean, to kind of get things going, stuff like that. So you see here, like it's clearly still got a gap and everything. It's still loose. So I just take my glue gun and I'm like, okay, let's get more of the center pushed down. Now I didn't glue the exact petal that you guys see, but I did glue down more of that base down. Just because I don't really care that the petal's a little bit free. I just really wanted the base part to mainly be down. And, you know, making sure like, you know, gravity ain't gonna take her out. Making sure like, you know, you out here partying, dancing, twerking, do whatever you gotta do, that it's not falling out your head. and it's not, so that's good. So I use this for the glitter that I ended up putting up there. I also want to let you guys know I did put 2 flowers, but I just used some clear glue. The fold card, now with the fold card, okay, I didn't care too much about the mess. If you do not want a mess, I beg of you, I plead to you, get a big poster board card, maybe 18 by 24, whatever, just make sure it's huge, and then just make a fold in it, because I totally like still missed a lot of the glitter and got it on my floor. So if you're like, maybe in a rental friendly home, or you just don't like a mess, definitely recommend getting a big poster board. Do not just get, or do it outside, whatever the case may be. Like, if you don't want to mess, definitely get a big board or whatever, or don't add glue at all, because like you didn't have to add glue. Like, as you can see, it still looks pretty. Now to get it as full as I did want to let you guys know I did use 2 flowers, not just one. I know I didn't really show you guys the gluing portion of that, but I did use 2. So I just wanted that to be clear. Of this type of flower, I used 2. And then I did take some of the extra petal and put it around so it looked fuller, if that makes sense. But yeah, I used like 2, I want to say 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, I used 3. I used 3 of the full buds. But yeah, I'm just going in here and just kind of, getting off the access and stuff. But yeah, it's really simple. You'll see, look at me messing with it. I would definitely say, like, you see the glitter I got, it's kind of like a big star one. I just thought it reflected really pretty. I thought it gave like that kind of sequin look, but on the flower, and I thought that was really cute. It fit my coworker. She's very kind of bubbly, really nice girl. So I was like, oh, like, I think she'll like the sparkles. Like, what girl? I mean, well, let me not say that. Some people don't like sparkles, and if you don't, that's okay. You don't have to put them on. But for me, I felt like it was very much, it added a lot to this flower. I thought it made it really pretty, really cute, and all that fun stuff. So you'll just see me kind of going back in and I literally like try to lightly paint it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, one of them I got like a whole glob, and I was so bad because I was like, bro, I already know it's not gonna dry right. It ended up drying right. Like, she still wears it, looks cute. But I definitely would say have a light hand when placing the glue. You really don't need a lot. And then I kind of just sprinkle it like this one. That's the one I put a glob on. I was like, oh my gosh, no, I don't need a glob. I dipped out the brush and tried to just kind of spread it out. I mean, it is glue, so it's going to dry, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. I'm not hitting the whole petal because, like I said, I don't want the whole thing to be bedazzled. I just wanted certain parts. You'll see here, I'm kind of taking that extra that fell on my carpet and just popping it up there. Y'all, I'm so funny. What's good, I'm moving, so like that's why I was like, let me just go ahead and do it here. So when I move, I will definitely do it on my desk so you guys can kind of get a better picture. But I mean, you don't have to do it on a desk, you know what I mean? Creativity blooms anywhere. Like, you can do it wherever you want to. Do it outside, do it, I don't know, like in the bathroom, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's just so funny. And you see I'm out here shaking it, okay? Because I wanted to make sure there was no, like, I don't want her to be walking and it's just like glitter, 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 glitter. We love glitter, as you know what I mean. We love glitter, but I'm not gonna lie to you, there is an extent for some, for me as well. Like, I cannot. So I'm kind of just messing with it again. I would say with this experience that the other glitter, like the one that isn't as like big and bulky, it definitely was a little bit easier, and it kind of was on there a lot faster. It dried faster and everything. I'm talking about like the little tiny one that you'll see towards the white flower in this video. But yeah, so I just sprinkle. It's so fun, though. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, it's just so fun. But yeah, they're just so pretty. I low-key was rushing and everything, because I left this job pretty soon, so like I didn't want to like not give them their flowers before I left. So I just kind of like, here's me kind of, you can zoom into my hand and see all that darn glitter. I did try red and it just didn't look as good as, for some reason, this pretty pink. So I kind of just stuck with the pink, and you see, like, look at me, y'all. So let me just wipe that back up there. So yeah, I just kind of put a little bit more in the spots I thought was lacking. And you see, I only put it on a few petals. I did not put it on every petal. I kind of just put it on like a few. I think here's where I dropped my camera, but it's fine. Like, I'm human. It happens. So I'm over here trying to fix it and stuff. I'm like, bruh, you're in my way. You're in my way. And then, oh, yeah, I spilled the glue. Y'all, I spilled the glue. Not me having that in the video. Okay, I cleaned up the glue, y'all. I cleaned up the glue. So this is a flower. This is how it turned out. I put bedazzles on it as well. Now the bedazzles I put on with a hot glue gun. I did not use the regular glue. That would never have stuck. But I definitely did use like this little jewel kit that you saw in the beginning. I got that from Amazon. I could put the link in below, but like y'all, like I'm not even trying to be harsh, but like just look up like bedazzled jewels or jewels, like you know what I mean? Like I feel kind of, I'm not gatekeeping. It's just like it literally was like the first tooth gem kit I saw. There you go, tooth gems or gems. It was literally the first tooth gem kit I saw that was cheap, and I just bought it. So, but yeah, I got it from Amazon. So that's all. So the next one is gonna be the orchid flower. So this is the one where I what's called. This one was actually a little bit more of a challenge, but I did want to show you guys that you can do it with different flowers. You know what I mean? You don't have to just do the kind of big floppy hibiscus looking flower. Like you can do an orchid. I feel like this one kind of resembles. And I just wanted to show you guys how it originally comes as well. So you see it comes on the stick or like the bouquet, and then I just literally take it off the sticks. Like, you know what I mean? Sorry, y'all. And I just took it off the sticks and started to put it down so it could be separate, stuff like that. I'm trying to look on the tag too to see if it does tell you what flower it is. I think it just says flower, low key. I took off the petals too. You see, these ones were like really easy. They didn't come in threes; they came in one, and you just slide them off. So I literally just like slid them off. Just really, really, really easy to take apart, honestly. I definitely would say, you know, like I said before, I tried to see if I could pull it. This one you're not gonna have to pull; you're gonna have to cut. So I can't remember if I show that, but regardless, like just, you know, again, we don't want any plastic. It's going to have plastic a little bit on the leaves, but that's okay because there's still fabric, so we can still attach it. And yeah, that's just me disposing. And that's just kind of how it looks and stuff. It's so pretty. So now this clip was a little bit of a challenge, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's still intact. I want to make that very clear. But I will say I did wish I filed it down a little bit more, and I wish I got one more similar to the other one because it had more surface at the top. So since it had a space, you know what I mean, it made it a little bit complex on how I was going to lay everything down because gravity, you know what I mean, the way the clip is shaped, it's not really on the flower clip side. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, it's kind of really, really pushing it together. So you see what I mean? Like I had to find little divots to put it on and glue it to compared to the other one where I was able to kind of make it lay flat. And I feel like that's going to make it last longer. So I would say with this one, you know what I mean? I would, you know, with this type of style clip, if you're going to Dollar Tree, I would probably stick more to the other one that I had, like that tan color. But it wasn't the worst. I mean, like I still filed it. It's still glued down and I still have the clip, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up because, you know, it really is a hit or miss process, or you know what I mean? You got to try and fail to see what works and what doesn't work. So that was really it. But, yeah. So that's all. Sorry if you guys hear the rain. It's raining here. So, you know, I had a little rain in the background. Yeah, but you'll see I'm kind of going along the clip. Like I said, the best part to do is get to the part that's most, you know, filed down and get it to stick. I did have to go back in at the end and re-glue some spots because it started to, you know, not stick. But even then, you just saw I yeeted the heck out of that thing and it still was up there. So I think that's totally like, you know what I'm saying? Like I still think it's, we in business, you know what I mean? We in business. So that's all. The placement was, like I said, this placement was like super hard because I was like, I knew I still had to make it somewhat flat. I mean, I didn't have to, but for it to work, I guess, I was like, it still needs to be kind of flat. So you'll see me struggle like for a good couple minutes trying to figure out where exactly I want to put this one. So yeah, it was definitely something. You see me trying to open it, like, you know, I wanted to be practical because at the end of the day, you're not going to want the whole flower to fall off while you're about to go, you know, take your pics or whatever the case may be. So, or you're about to go to your little dancer party. So I was like, let me go ahead and make this work somehow. So I really took the 3. And honestly, I want to say I ended up taking off some leaves too. It was like this whole thing. Like this one honestly was the most difficult one, if that makes you guys like feel any better. But it doesn't mean it wasn't done. Like, let's not get it twisted. Y'all saw the end results. Like, picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, the flower still came out and it still ate. Like, it still was cute. So, I definitely say just do whichever flower you really like, whether it be this orchid one or the hibiscus, or like I think I had like a cherry blossom looking one, like whichever one it be, like it'll be cute. That's what I love so much about these clips. Like they're really just so adorable, and I feel like you can really customize them. And I kind of got the idea because I saw some people doing resin flowers. Not saying like this isn't resin, but I saw the resin flowers and I thought those were cute. And then I also saw Five and Below had these design clips, and I said, well, I respect Five and Below, but Lily just had like some stickers in there. I was like, bro, if you're gonna make a clip at home, like let these kids make a clip at home. I know Five and Below isn't just for kids, but you know, I know like it's when I was young, like I used to be so excited about going to Five and Below, like you know what I mean. It usually is kids possibly looking at it, but even if, for adults, like let them make a clip. Like it literally was just like some bedazzles, and I was like, these bedazzles, like what? That's it. Like, and I do get it because a bedazzle clip is cute. Like I can see the time and the effort, like putting that on the edge of this would be super cute. That's kind of why I did with the red one. Like I put the extra bedazzles because I thought I knew it was just gonna be cute. And that's fine and dandy and all, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, how do I explain it? I just wanted more on the clip. All of a sudden, I was like, I don't know. I kind of want like a whole flower on the clip. Like I'm trying to look like Mother Nature. You know what I mean? Diamonds are our best friend, but so are flowers. Like Mother Nature has been there since day one. Mother Nature provides the diamonds. So I was like, yeah, like I want a full clippy clip. So yeah, here you'll still see me, of course, again struggling because like I said, y'all, like this one was a challenge. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like there's no spacing. I literally didn't think about it when I bought it because I was like, oh, but it goes with like the orchid's colors. You see how it's like the pink at the top and the yellow on the clip. So I was like, oh, this is perfect for the orchid's colors. And then like me not thinking and getting home and starting to do it, I'm like, oh, like girl, why didn't you just get the same when you got the last time? But again, it worked out, y'all. So like here you'll see me gluing this fourth flower. I want to go ahead and let you know in the final results. I did end up cutting off like one of the flowers, not cutting it off, like ripping it off, but I cut around it. So that way it wasn't, see, because you can kind of see there, like that part wasn't really, you know what I mean? So that's why I tried again. Hold it with the scissors. Yeah, I started to get so aggressive with this one. I was like, you don't want to work for me? Why? Stuff like that. All right, so here I'm just doing the same method that I did with the other flowers. Again, like, which ended up still not kind of working out. That's why, like I told you guys, like I kind of just started cutting off it because I was like, that's too many leaves for this flower. Like, I feel like it would be great, but I'm not gonna lie, the person who's wearing it is definitely gonna be going to a photo shoot, a wedding, or whatever. Like, it's definitely something like very giving much drama, and like I mean that in the most like amazing way. Like, it's giving like Met Gala. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's giving like really, really, really big and bougie. You know what I'm saying? So, and not every girl wants that, especially me since I'm wearing these clips as well. So I was like, you know, I'm kind of wearing these more for the beach. So I just didn't really like that it was very huge. So I ended up like kind of, that's why I cut down the leaves because I was like, eh. And it also didn't feel like the real flower because I want to say when you really look at an orchid, I think it has a lot of flowers, but it's not like placed like that. So I was like, it's not really going with the theme. So that's kind of what made me change it too. But here, like I said, I'm just going again in with the glue, going ham, trying to piece together this Jenga puzzle, y'all. I was like, do I want to place it here? Do I want to place it there? I don't know. But here, we finally kind of see that it's kind of given what it was on the other flowers where I have like a good base to start, you know what I mean, to glue the flowers. Because this one, like I said, it was really like, it was definitely something different, y'all. Like, it was definitely something different. So, and I mean, if you really don't even want to deal with the headache, I definitely would just, I guess, staying away from the ones that are kind of like this. Or if you do like a challenge, I'd say go for it. And like I said, I mean, if you're feeling for something that you want to last longer, I guess, I definitely would say there's multiple ways to do it. Like I said, the Gorilla Glue, the fabric glue, those are really good ones, especially the Gorilla Glue. That one's like, if you know, you know, it's like for real sturdy mess. Like, usually a good to go to. There's jewelry glue. You can sew. I would say with the sewing though part, you know what I mean? Be careful with the spring on the inside because you don't want to break the spring, as well as you don't want to like cover it up too much because it won't be able to open and close. But I definitely think those are great alternative solutions to still get the same outcome. Honestly, even better, that lasts even longer. Sorry, y'all. So here you can see I'm cutting off this stem because I already knew it was going to be a pain in the butt. Because again, like I said, we don't want any plastic. Now, the only thing is I didn't want to take the whole thing apart because I actually did like how it looked on the inside with the orchid piece, like with the little, I don't know if it's a seed or what. Like I said, y'all, I don't know the most about flowers. But yeah, that pretty pink part, like there was like a kind of a plastic ball in there, and I actually didn't want that to go away. Like I thought it was cute, and it actually made it look like an orchid. So I kind of left it alone, and I just cut off the stem edge part. Now here you'll see I'm going in and I'm gluing the fabric to the fabric, but I'm just kind of doing it like only the fabric. Like there's still plastic in there, but it's going around it. Like I'm getting the part that's around the plastic. So, and here I was like, you can see I'm like, maybe another flower. Like, you see what I'm saying about it being big, y'all? I was like I said, for the right person, like for a person who's like, you know, loves to be the center of attention, I 10 out of 10 would probably recommend this one. For someone who's like, it's cute, but you know, I don't really like to grab too much attention, I would not recommend for you. So, but yeah, it's super cute. So you see, I'm just kind of placing it. And this one's also Sam. You see my my not smart self at the moment was like, oh wow, girl, like you put the glue down and you didn't even cut this yet. So here I am cutting it. I just used some basic old kitchen scissors. Cut it, gotta reglue it. I already knew I did because I was like, bruh, you know the deal. You gotta have it before you blaze it. Yo, I'm such a mess. So then here I am placing it, putting it down, holding it tight, trying to get it going. Yeah. It's so cute though. I didn't even count y'all. Like I really like this one. Like I know it's like it's a little bit unique and different. So you can see there too, like what I meant by it, like the material and just the gappage didn't help. I feel like it needed more of the clip piece to be able to hang on better, if that makes sense. And then the plastic in the middle, I do want to say adds a little weight, so I would cut as much of that as possible to get your point across. So here you can see that I'm kind of just like going in, and I started, you know, I had the two that I kind of stacked together, and now I'm putting the third one in there. And you see like what I mean by the plastic still being very present and prevalent. You see how it's kind of in the middle there. So I'm not going to ignore that, but you'll see I'm kind of going around it, and I'm gluing the petals together. Because again, you know, like I said, the fabric's going to stick. The plastic is not going to stick no matter what you do, unless you use, again, like I said, Gorilla Glue or something like that. Y'all see I'll have like so many flowers. Like I was sitting here, I was like, bruh. Again, but you do not have to use, you know what I mean? Make it the way you like. Like if you don't want that many flowers, don't do that many flowers. Now this one, I'm not gonna lie, like I know with the other ones I kind of took apart, and looking back at it, I'm like, oh, maybe I could have took this one apart and glued it. But again, like I said, the plastic was not, I just don't think it was gonna stick, you know what I mean? So I kind of just went about it a very me way, which probably was more complicated. But I mean, it ended up working out. I still have the flower, and it's still cute, and it still pops up in my hair. So, but yeah. So you'll see I'm stacking. I'm just really going around and just stacking and re-securing by gluing the petals to each other, so that way they can hold each other together as well. Yeah, that's really it. Super cute, y'all. Like I really love this thing. Like this summer, we all gonna be out here. We all gonna be cute. We all gonna be beautiful mothers of nature. So, and yeah, just the same process over again. I usually speed up, but I was like, you know what? Like, I think this was pretty complicated. I'd want some details. You can even see I kind of try to do what I did with the other one, with like putting it, you know, on the side or whatever. And yeah, so, but then I was like, yeah, you can't go too far on the side, not like the other one.
So I just kind of let it lay. But it came out so pretty, y'all. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, ah, so gorgeous. Here I am picking the strings. Like I said, like those things are so annoying. They're like such a menace. Again, just resecuring, double gluing, making sure that it's good. You'll see I'm not testing this one as much, y'all. So, but we got one more bud. I'm trying to remember if I fitted it in there or not. I'm pretty sure I do. So you see I'm just picking out the glue, really trying to see if it's secure, if it's gonna mess up. But yeah, so just kept going. This is I think the last one. So I just cut off again the excess, watch your fingers, and then throw it down. And yeah, I think I want to say I fit this last one now. But, oh, can I fit it here? And I was like, nope. Can I fit it there? Nope. Maybe. And I said, oh, there's a gap. Is that a gap? I said, oh, nope, nope, nope. I saw something lifting in there. So we're going to glue that again. Oh, no, okay. And then I put it in a spot. And then once I did that, and then I want to say even this one, it was like, no, girl, it was like, this isn't the spot. But as you can see, it kind of crunched. That's what I meant by like, it's not. This clip specifically, I definitely was like struggling with. I was like, oh my gosh. So I don't know if you can do it with every and any clip, but definitely, you know what I'm saying? And then yeah, isn't it so pretty, y'all? Like you can't tell me that looks like the bottom of her dress. Like it's just so many ruffles. It's so pretty. And then you'll see that I'm kind of going ham right there, and I'm like, oh no, you're still not dry. You're still not dry. Like at this point, like it was for some reason like the glue gun wasn't like working no more. I was like, oh my gosh, you were working so good before. But it was just me doing the most because I really could have just did another flower. But I liked how the orchids look. I feel like orchids are so pretty. Like they're really pretty flowers. So I was like, we gonna make it work. And there's gonna be a girlie out there who's gonna want to rock some orchids. So, and then you'll see here, you see how I kind of have that gap. I didn't really want to see the green. I didn't think it looked as cute. So again, I take the two petals, crush them together, and then boom. And I really didn't use that much too. I just put like a tiny bit in there. So yeah, it's super cute. So then again, I kind of, if I see a gap, I take the petals and push them together. So it really looks like they're all kind of seamlessly together. And yeah, really is so cute, y'all. Like I freaking love this thing. So again, all these strings, y'all. So you see I'm starting to pull those apart. I was like, why are there strings here? Why? Why strings? But yeah, it still came out really nice. You'll see that I still have this one petal, like not me trying to make this one petal work. Like what spot would it look cute in? Like what could I do with this? I do like the idea of the 5. I think that was super cute. Oh, I think it's 6. Oh guys, I lied. I had another flower. This is how it came out though, y'all. I ended up taking off the glitter on the heart part came off. I just want to go ahead and let y'all know I'm honest up here. It came off. I would not do glitter on this clip, and I don't know why I thought it was gonna work on this clip. Okay, yay! So this one is like I don't want to pick my favorite, but this one is my favorite. I just thought it was super cute. So this one was the like kind of baby breath one or whatever. And yeah, so you'll see I'm just kind of picking off the little baby breath pieces. I already picked off the buds. There's only 2, I think, on this one, so I really want a lot of buds this time. And then like a few little baby flowers. So I took those off already. You'll see I'm taking off the Dollar Tree tag. And then again, I'm taking off the leaves and just sliding them right off. And then I'm left with a stick. Oh. But yeah, you'll see like I'm just showing you guys how it comes apart, stuff like that, and just how it looks. So then you'll see that I have the leaf, and I'm just pulling it apart. So this one was like a different one. I had like this little sharp thing in there, yeah, like that, and I just had to rip it out. Similar to the other one, it just was different. Like it was similar step, just different. Like I said, these flowers are different. Like when you go to Dollar Tree, you'll be like, oh, okay, like, and then you'll get home and you'll be like, okay. It's like a different piece, but cool, I guess. So yeah, here I go. I'm kind of just, ripping it up, ripping it out, taking it out. Don't need to be there, stuff like that. And yeah, I just repeat this process all the way through until I'm done with the leaves. I can't remember how many this one had. I think it had like 6 or 7. again, it had like a decent amount. I don't want to say you have to have a certain amount to do, you know what I mean, to do the DIY flower flip clip, but it just was like, I don't know, it was just super cute. It was super easy. And this one, as you can see, kind of has two, and I actually really like that. Like at first, I thought it was hard. So this is the other clip that I did not, that was in the beginning that I also filed down. You know, guys, like I feel like most people know how to file, and if not, it's okay. Like I showed you in that first clip, so I don't think I have to do it again. But yeah, I'm just taking away this bud. This is the one that came with how this flower bud came, and it was still super pretty. It was definitely still similar to the red one. But it was so cute, y'all. And again, the pink one that you guys saw, I will be showing how I did it, but it will be on my YouTube, like short, and definitely on TikTok. So yeah. This video was already stressful enough and took like so long because I decided to chop up. This one kind of had these cool little spike, these little tritons, and I was like, okay, bet like rip. But yeah, so super easy, and like I think this was the last one. Like I said, I only came with two with this one and like a whole bunch of little ones, but it was perfect, honestly. It really worked out. So it's super cute. You'll see me struggling, y'all. Not me struggling. I literally flipped the thing inside out. I was like, okay, nope, 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 you need to come off. And then it comes off, just disregard, or reuse in another craft. And then, yeah, same kind of thing here. It was so satisfying, y'all. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. It was like so nice. And then this one does have like a little plastic thingy too to kind of give it more volume. But yeah, so that's kind of how it came out. You know, just like little ruffles. So here's kind of a closer up of this clip. Now this clip I felt was better too. Like it was really just the one that I thought went with the orchid one that was kind of complicated. This one, thankfully was already matte, but I still suggest filing it down. I mean, honestly, it might stick on the mat, but I wasn't gonna stick around and test it. I was like, let me just file it to be safe. And it glued, I want to say like a charm. I'm trying to figure out what was the easiest one. I would say I think this one was just as easy as the yellow clip, to be honest. It didn't give me too much problems, it didn't give me too much trouble. Yeah. And y'all see I'm kind of just dabbling my glue. So I kind of did like this cross sectioning kind of thing for this one. And yeah, just kind of placed it and started going ham with the glue, letting the scissors stick and letting it, you know, do what it's supposed to be doing. So you can see it kind of started lifting a little bit. So I hold it a little bit harder. That little hard piece, or at least a tiny bit dark. I don't know if y'all can see it too well, but that's where kind of the glue is. You see, I didn't use too much. I'm honestly only really using like a dab. I'm really not using much. Now, before y'all come for me, I realized, right, in this process that Dollar Tree literally used two different leaves. Like, it wasn't even me. I'm sitting here, I'm like, did I pick up another flower and low-key accidentally steal? I did not. I wanted to make that clear because, you know, people be crazy these days. But no, I did not steal. Like, it just came that way. Like, it came with different flower, like, leaves. And I was like, okay, Dollar Tree. You do you, boo. I was like, not them making me change up literally mid in between. Like, y'all saw I had those two ones. Now I have this trifecta darn leaf in there. And it still came out really freaking cute. But it was just hilarious to me, you guys. I was like, Dollar Tree, what are y'all on? Like, aren't y'all $1.25 now? Like, what's going on? So yeah, kind of just along those lines. But yeah, I freaking love it, you guys. That's so cute. So yeah, I'm just taking it, and again, I'm securing it because I don't want it to be too floppy. There's some parts where I'm like, yeah, it can be floppy, and then some parts where I'm like, I want a very flat, close to the spring uh look because I need to put the flowers up there. So, and the spring is definitely that little silver and gold part you guys see in the middle. In case you already didn't know, I'm sure you did, but just in case, you know what I mean. It's never hurts to get educated. So that's all. And yeah, just taking it and placing another one. And just putting it up there. Like this one was so cute, y'all. Like I know I shouldn't pick no favorites, but I think this one was my favorite. I just liked it. I felt like it could go with so many outfits. I felt like it gave that timeless look kind of thing where it's just like, oh wow, she's very graceful, classic beauty. I feel like the orchid one gave like definitely going on vacation island baddie. I think the red one also gave like tropical baddie, and then I feel like this one gives like very whimsical, mystical baddie. I know all of them are baddies, but yeah. So here's me testing it, showing you guys that like you can still open it. I will say don't be like me and like just glue it up there. I definitely would say dust off the filing that you did. Y'all was just like, I'm gonna do it. Like I already quit this job. Like I want to go ahead and make these flowers for them and give it to them tomorrow. So now this part, y'all, this part I did not think would work. I'm not even gonna cap you because this whole time I was like, the plastic won't stick, the plastic won't stick. So in this instant with the baby breath, so I basically tried to bend it, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. What I would suggest, because I wasn't thinking at the moment, possibly trying it out again. It's an experiment. So I don't know if I would just say buy it and do it, but I would cut off where that middle section is because it still stayed and it still looks beautiful, but just for longer lasting, you know what I mean? I would cut it in half and then glue along the stem. I would file down the stem and then glue along the stem and put it down that way. Me being the non-thinker that I was at that moment, I just literally slapped it in there. I was like, you know what? I think it's gonna stick. Forget it. Why not? Like, let's try it. And even if not, I thought, seeing as I'm putting a flower over it, I thought it was gonna trap the stem. Like, you know what I mean? And it did. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, it's still here. Like, I can show y'all. You know what I mean? Like, well, lies. I gave it to my coworker, but like, it's intact. Like, she wore it. It's super cute. So, but yeah. So that's all. Then you'll see me kind of like, yeah, and I'm like, ah, so cute, so cute, so cute. Super cute, y'all, super cute. Yeah, and you'll see that I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, I literally was sitting there talking to myself, like, why would I think to do this? And I just kept doing it because I was like, you know what? It's somewhat sticking. Let's ride it all the way through and see if it's gonna work. So I did. So you'll see I'm kind of gluing towards the stem part because I knew the white part was not going to stick because I didn't really want it to stick anyways. I like the way it looks. I like that it kind of pokes out like baby breath. If you guys know the famous singer who sings that song, Loving You, like I just thought it gave her vibes. I think her name's Minnie. Yeah, but it just gave those vibes. And she's just a very timeless classic beauty. So I was like, oh, this is going to be so cute. So you see, I'm still kind of like, let me make sure this thing's clipping. Let me make sure it's clawing. Okay, what's the point of having a claw clip if you can't even claw it in your hair? So yeah, and I think I ended up doing 2 of these of the baby breath. I think I only had 2 of the baby breath. It looked like more because there's it was everywhere. But yeah, I guess you guys are still disappointed. Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was like doing a time like a break, a time lapse or whatever. So yeah, so it definitely is super cute, y'all. Like I freaking love this thing. It's so adored. And then here I go again. Just like, let me do the same process. Let me try to bend it somewhat. And it really won't bend in y'all. Like Dollar Tree said, yeah. It's meant to be used as a flower boo. And I was like, okay, but I want to do it in a different way. Like make it a little more expandable. So, but yeah, I kind of just did the same process. I tried to get it where that hump was. And yeah. Y'all ignore my toe. Oh my god, I thought I cut that out. Oh my gosh, it's okay. I probably didn't notice until I said something, but it's okay. Like I just have feet. This is before I painted them too. Like right now, y'all, they're green and they're so cute. They match my nails, but before like this part, they weren't done clearly. so, so you see, I'm holding it, and wishing for the best because I was like, is this even really gonna stick? And then it low key stuck, y'all. I was so surprised. I really was shook. I was like, oh, not you sticking. So, and then I kind of secured it up by like going up the whole stem. I just knew that like it needed to be secured all the way through. Like it needed to be glued. Like it ain't never been glued before. It needed to look like a kindergarten party when they working on arts and crafts day. Like glue everywhere. So yeah, and here I am just picking up the strings. I did make a lot this time because I was using a lot of glue. I would say the less glue, less strings, more glue, the more strings. So you know what I mean? Try to get really light-handed with it if you can. Or like I said, the Gorilla Glue would definitely, like I feel like you could do a dabble and it probably should stick, stuff like that. You see I'm kind of open it, closing it, open it, closing it, open it, close it. And then you see here I'm like, you lifted. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you don't. That's exactly why I said I filed it again because I was like, you know what? It don't matter. Like technically it's not, built up there, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to make you work. You're going to do what I tell you to do. So I stuck that glue right up in there and I said, yeah, you're going to stick today. You're going to stick today. So So yeah, that's just me making sure that it sticks. And then, you know, again, more glue, so more strings. But yeah, it's so cute. I'm just picking at it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, dude, stick. You better stick. And that's when I was like, is the thing even plugged in? Like, I literally looked at the wall and I was like, okay, you're plugged in. And then I was like, okay, let me try this. And then I was like, let me hold it with all my might. And then I want to say it finally stuck. And then I was like, you know what? Your other side is already looking like that too. Let's go and handle that now too. And I was like, yeah, you gonna stay today, y'all. Should have seen me. I was giving it the grip of life. Like I said, you're gonna stick today. And yeah, it finally stuck. So I was like, okay, good. Good, 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 good. I was like, dude, you're scaring me for a minute. So yeah, that's really it. And then you see me kind of like, okay, are you good? Like, are you sticking? So I know y'all didn't see me press the flowers. Y'all, like, I will never do this again to you guys. I usually do a full clip when I upload my content, but today I was like, let me try breaking it apart because maybe that'll make it easier to edit. It did not make it easier to edit, and I suggest just going full clip, unfiltered, and then going back and edit like a normal good YouTuber. So, but I learned my lesson. But basically, y'all, I just took the flowers that I glued. I did the same process that I did in the red one. Like, y'all, it really won't different. Y'all can do it. I have faith in you, okay? I have faith in you. All I did was take it and glue the petals, like you saw with the orchid one and like you saw with the red one. I was like, let me just place it, boom, boom. Now, the difference between those ones and this one is this one had smaller flowers, so I was able to add some on the outside, and I just add them on the outside because I felt like it made the flower look fuller. So like here, you're going to see I have glitter, and this is the gold that I end up putting on it, and it's so pretty, y'all. So, you know, this is me just kind of giving y'all, that's how the flower looked, by the way, after I glue it. Like I said, I ended up using, like I said, only two. It was only two that was up there, so that's all I used. Here's me, like, getting ready to pour the glitter. So I want to say I went ahead and already glued, like, the pieces that I wanted. And then I started sprinkling glitter. So this is the glitter that I said was like a lot better with sticking and everything. Like I didn't have as many issues. It was also a lot easier to clean up. I know you're probably like, was it, girl? No, it actually was. I would definitely, like I said, use a bigger poster board or cardboard, whatever you're gonna use. Um, yeah. I did it over my little tiny cardboard that I got from Carowinds, y'all. It's really like the thing that they give you for your pictures. I took the picture out, but you know, like I kept the folder for some reason. So I was like, okay. Y'all, I'm so funny. Um, but yeah, I'm just going in and tapping the glitter on where I want. I would not suggest dumping. Like I literally would pick the spots that you're doing and literally do like a little tap tap, like shake, 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 shake. Like literally, like, I don't know, staying alive, like find a song and just stick with it. I was listening to music the whole time I was making these flowers, and it honestly made it even more fun. So I was like, yeah, I can't do this like monologuing stuff while I'm doing it. Just like I can't, like, I don't know if it's ADHD, y'all. I don't know what it is, but I just can't do it. Like I'm just not. So you'll see this a lot with my clips where I'll just like, I'm gonna just add this in later because no. I like to listen to music, and you know, I'm not trying to get no that copyright stuff. So I'm just like, you know what, let's listen to music, get the craft done, and then come back and said what happens. So yeah. Not me awkwardly, like just off camera. I'm pretty sure I'm just dumping more glue right now here, like just dumping glue. Um, yeah, just dumping glue right now, but you know, I guess stare at my corner of my wall. That is just like not needed at all in this video. So that's all. And yeah, so I guess well, it's kind of, you know, just sitting there. You guys should also go check out my South of Midnight, as well as my mini cosplay where I did kind of Hazel's makeup. It was so much fun, y'all. Like I really enjoyed it. It's starting to blow up a little bit on TikTok. It's not going too crazy yet, but you know what? I got hope. I crossed my fingers. I finally come back in the camera. I don't know what I was doing on camera, y'all. I probably went to go snack on something. Like I just be leaving and getting up and doing something, the most random stuff. So here I am applying glitter, applying more glitter. Like y'all, I just felt like, because she said she want to go, y'all. Like when I tell you my coworkers be bougie, they was bougie. I was like, oh, like I'm making hair accessories. Like I just want to make it for you guys go, and I always like them. I think they're really cute, and I'm hoping that they catch along. And they're just over here like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so like, what colors you guys want? And I guess I should have specified what accessory I was making. But why are these bougie girls gonna say gold? I'm like, okay, first of all, I am not a gold. I'm not Africa. Well, I'm African American, but that's besides the point. Like, I don't host gold that I know of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, y'all are so bougie. um, so, but she did say she liked gold. So, like, I guess she thought I was gonna make like a cute little gold melted pendant or something, or paint something gold. So, which is still really cute. But technically, I did, but you know, it had sparkles, so I just did it that way. I was like, it's super cute. Like, oh, it's so adorable. And yeah, so you'll see again my awkward wall. Like, y'all, what is wrong with me? um. So yeah, that's really it. So this is how it looks all bedazzled. Ah, y'all, it's so cute. And I'm about to show you guys. Yeah. Oh.
Hey guys, that's how it came out. It's so freaking I freaking love it. But yes, that's how it came out. Everything. Just the 4, about the 6 flowers. But yeah, it's super freaking cute, and it was so much fun showing you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys are rocking it this summer.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. I'm going to do so much more stuff like this. I'm going to finish my streaming and gaming content as well as create more crafts over the summer. So, again, yeah, thanks, you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.